What's up, everybody? I'm Andrew Patrick, and welcome to For the Record.
Live from New York City.
Alright, now we're just going to go right at it. We're going to cover a few stories that are actually pretty serious and not for the faint of heart. We actually got a couple of deaths, unfortunately, to talk about. We're going to have to talk about the one that not only is relevant to sports news, but is also relevant to national news now, considering how serious this topic is. As many of you have already known about Brock Holt, the swimmer and rapist from Rutgers, actually being found guilty and being sentenced to only 6 months in jail for raping an unconscious woman, who later wound up putting out a powerful piece, and really you should check it out, of this whole entire thing. And unfortunately, it had brought in the family of Brock Holt, more specifically his father, saying that, oh, this is a steep price to pay for 20 minutes of action. And unfortunately with Brock Holt, he has recently brought in a statement saying, oh, if I wasn't such a good swimmer, none of this would have happened. He's currently serving jail time for 6 months for what he did. I'm going to have to bring this out because... Are you fucking kidding me? Are you that fucking serious, you stupid motherfucker? You make me sick to my goddamn stomach. With all of what you've done. You have raped an unconscious woman. What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, you're a big old swimmer, big whoop, nothing's gonna bother me. Bullshit! What you did is unforgivable, and you deserve to be considered a rapist. You make me sick, you make people that are 20 years old, or even older, my fucking age, you're making us look bad. You are an embarrassment. You deserve to be considered a rapist. Oh, because you're a good swimmer. How about if you actually had some common fucking sense, you asshole? What you did is unforgivable, and quite frankly, your father makes me sick too. You're going ahead and standing up for your son. I understand you gotta protect your son, but goddamn, what he did? You won't go after the judge, and quite frankly, the judge, he should give him years. Years! And the fact that he's only going away with 6 months is inexcusable. It is injustice in its cruelest form. This man should be in jail for years. His future is already over. It is tarnished. He is finished. And it makes me sick that they go around and is like, oh, he's a great swimmer. No, he's a fucking rapist. And a piece of shit on top of that, where he couldn't keep his dick out of his pants just to go ahead and rape a defenseless woman. It makes no sense. This man should be in jail longer than 6 months. He should be in jail for years. His future is already ruined, even though he's going to be there for 6 months. It's already going to be stamping on him for the rest of his life that he is a rapist. What he did is unforgivable. And really, if I were Rutgers, if you have any bit of integrity inside your soul, you do not let him back on that team. You do not let him back. Revoke his scholarship. Don't let him graduate. Make him suffer for what he did. Because what he did is an absolute joke. And the way that he's been acting, it makes me sick to my stomach. And it really should make anyone who has a heart, who has a conscience, and who really has a soul, in reality, it just makes you want to throw up. It's beyond inexcusable. Alright, enough of that rant. And unfortunately, we're going to have to keep on going because there's not really a lot more uplifting news as I kind of want to try to get to, but we cannot go throughout the whole show without mentioning the deaths of 2 athletes. As many of you have already known, Kimbo Slice, best known for being an MMA star, but very well known to being a viral star for him just knocking a lot of people out throughout the YouTube world, and passed away at the age of 42 due to a heart attack. And what's even sadder about this is that Kimbo Slice was actually awaiting a heart transplant before he wound up taking a turn for the worse. And really, it is a sad day. I mean, when you look at this man looked like somebody that would strike fear by not really doing anything. Just look at his face. You wouldn't want to mess with that guy. And considering how hard he punched, I mean, oh man, who would want to take a rumble in the jungle with him? And it's really just sad on how many people have actually died this year. I mean, not just the prominent ones, but everything else in between. I mean, there's a lot of people that have died this year. And I mean, music world, I mean, we lost David Bowie, Prince. I mean, it's crazy, man. It's beyond nuts. And of course, he's not the only death, as there's one that's not as well known or not as infamous as was Muhammad Ali not too long ago, or especially not like Kimbo Slice. Also, former NBA center Sean Rooks had recently died at the age of 46 due to illness. And he was the Philadelphia 76ers assistant coach, or at least one of the assistant coaches. But before then, he had an NBA career lasted with the Los Angeles Lakers. That also lasted with the New Orleans Hornets, who are now known as the Pelicans, but now is back in Charlotte. And really, sad day, and thoughts really go out to his whole entire family, and really the whole entire NBA family that ever got a chance to know him. It's just very sad. I mean, 46 is way too young to die. It's way, way, way too young to die. I mean, it's really unfortunate, and I really just kind of... I mean, when is this going to stop? I mean, it feels like 2016 is really the equivalent of 2009 because of all the people that have died. Because keep in mind, in 2009, Farrah Fawcett, Michael Jackson, many others passed away in that year. And it's even harder to believe that it's almost going to be 10 years since. That's crazy. I mean, really, thoughts and prayers go out to Kimbo Slice's family, as well as Sean Rooks' family. And really, two lives are gone way too soon. Well, and that's it for all the news. Can we just get into some scores? Matter of fact, let's go into Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Game 3 between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors. Well, the Warriors definitely made a heck of a statement by making a surmounting comeback decision by blowing out these Golden State Warriors in their home court, blowing them out big time, 120-90, thanks in large part to LeBron James' 32-point, 11-rebound effort, and where the Warriors really were getting shut down as the two main core people, Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson, and also Draymond Green, did not necessarily factor in that much in the Warriors' play, as the Cleveland completely shut them down. But no worries, Warriors fans. They still lead the series 2-1 over these Cavaliers. And in reality, the Cavaliers really just put it on the metal and really got the ground running. I mean, hit the ground running, basically, with the way that they played. I mean, they really were more hungry, and really with the home court being along their side, it definitely helps that the Warriors had a game like this, because they really needed a game like this in order to keep going. Well, we'll see what happens to see if the Warriors manage to bounce back once again, or if the Cavaliers continue on what they have been doing, pressuring Stephen Curry and managing to be as good of a defensive team as they should be, while alongside where Kevin Love, is still recovering from his concussion, which he suffered in Game 2. Well, I would say that will be it, but I am not quite done yet. Matter of fact, for the first time for this show, and you might have already known about it, I'm going to give you my music recommendation. Let's get to it. Now, if anybody of you likes reggae and just wants to listen to some good music, look no further to the new Revolution album. Definitely go get that album. If you see a physical copy, buy it. It's definitely one of the best records that you will hear this year, and especially good for all those good vibes. Also, check out Ziggy Marley's self-titled album whenever you get the chance. And as far as hip-hop goes, you can look no further than two artists I'm going to mention right now. Torre's Entitled and The Gifted Season, I believe. The Gifted Season or something like that. The new Masta Ace album. Get those two albums out. Those are the two of the best hip-hop albums that you can find. Go check them out. You won't regret it at all. Definitely go check those albums out and tell them that Andrew Patrick sent you. And I'll really do it for this episode of For the Record. As you kind of noticed in the last two, I didn't really have my notes or anything else in that matter, but figured I might as well go off the cuff for these last two just to kind of get the ball rolling. If you like this episode, leave a comment down below, and also let me know if you want me to improve on anything in any other form of nature. Go ahead and leave a comment, like the video on the side, and subscribe if you guys are new, if you really enjoy my content. Well, on behalf of For the Record, I'm Ian Patrick, and I'm out. Stay real, everyone. And fuck Brock Turner.
Wicked when I kick it, yeah, that's the ticket for the record.